right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, AD Summer 4. So today, guys, we'll be doing some Europa League and Conference League reaction. Now, I just want to let you guys know that this will be a short stream. I have to leave at around like an hour from now. So basically, this will be like around like a 40 to 45 minute-ish, maybe max an hour. We're not going to go more than an hour for today. So please hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new on here. Kind of your thoughts. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. We're going to go ahead and get started, guys. We're going to go ahead and get started here, guys. So let me go ahead and read some of your comments. We're going to start with the Europa League first, guys. We're going to start with the Europa League first here. But before we do, I want to make sure we have an audience here. So please, we're going to wait. We're going to get started. Okay, guys. So we're going to start probably with the, so let me see what you guys are saying. So Xander says, Forza Viola. Yeah, man. Forza, man. Forza. So let me do a quick poll, guys. Yeah, actually, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm a Fiorentina fan. Forza means let's go. Viola means purple. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, guys. I don't have much time to spare, so we need to get started fast. If people don't join, people don't join. You know, I can't do anything about it. So, let me actually do in the community tab first. Actually, maybe that could help out. So, let's see if we can get some people. Okay, so let's start. We're gonna start at the let's start at the 3rd minute mark. So 3rd minute mark, Europa League. Okay, so we have our first match here, guys. We have Feyenoord 1, Roma 0. For me, guys, this was a big win for Feyenoord. Huge win for Feyenoord. Now, I didn't get to watch the full game, unfortunately, because I was at work and I was doing some other stuff. You know, I had to eat lunch as well. I tried to watch as much as I could, though. And my big takeaways from this game is that Roma, for me, they're still in this. They're still in the tie. Even though Feyenoord won this game, Roma is in a really bad position because Dybala is out. He's going to probably miss the second leg. And Pellegrini, that shouldn't have been a penalty. Thankfully, it was missed. So I guess justice was served. Karma was served. And then obviously, man, Tammy Abraham also got injured. So this is a big blow for Roma, man. Is that, yes, they lost the game 1-0, which is not ideal per se, but they're okay with losing 1-0. Whereas if they had lost like 2 or 3-0, the tie would have been done. I think for Feyenoord, they're looking to this game as a, yeah, we did it, but can we repeat this in Rome? Because the thing about Roma is that they're a very good home team. Their home form is incredible. It's just their away form has been shocking. Their away form isn't great whatsoever. And that's where I can have concerns with this team in the sense that I think Roma, for me, they can get the job done. They can get the job done at home. But the question is, who's going to score the goals for them? With Dybala going out, Abraham going out, I mean, assuming that both of them miss the second leg, it's going to be very interesting because Pellegrini's going to have to step up. I mean, yeah, Belotti, who is a really bad player. I'm sorry, guys. I don't rate Belotti whatsoever. This guy is a terrible striker. And I don't know where Roma's going to get the goals from, man. That is my concern with this Roma team. So, I mean, let me know in the chat, guys. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Roma can still advance? Because for me, guys, as of now, I think Feyenoord is in a great position. And that was a great goal from Uecl. An amazing goal on the half volley. Kolko had a man of the match performance. Idrisse was good as well. Jaha Bakash was great. Obviously, the back line was also good as well. Santiago Jimenez didn't really have the best of game. And I think for Feyenoord, man, they're going to be very content. I think the only issue if you're a Feyenoord fan is that we didn't score more goals. That is the only concern I think they have, is that if they had scored more goals, then I think this would have been, like, if they had scored a second goal, then I think that the tie might have already been done. But because it's only 1-0, it's still up in the air. It's still up in the air to see what happens, man. So yeah, man. Let me see what you guys say in the chat. So I think Feyenoord will advance. Yeah, they're in a great position, man. Because for Roma, man, I don't know who's going to score the goals for them, man. I don't know, man. So Um, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. So, yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me do a quick poll, guys. We don't have a lot of people here, but we'll still do a poll anyway. Or is Roma come back? So, I want to ask you guys this question in the chat. So, can Roma come back, guys? For me personally, this is my verdict. If Abraham and Dybala miss a second leg through injury, then I don't see Roma coming back. Now, if the two are back, then I think they very well could. It just depends on those two players because for me, the issue is I just don't trust Roma to score the goals. I just don't really trust. And so I think for Roma, they need an early goal. They need an early goal and the second leg to make an impact. Now, Stefan El-Shawari had a good game coming off the bench. He had a good impact. Obviously, he was decent. But the thing is, like, he's not a really consistent goal scorer. That's the thing, man. And Ibanez, man, that was a great chance from Ibanez. You know, he almost scored the equalizer there. Obviously, I think it was cleared. There was a clearance right from the corner. So it's going to make for a very interesting second leg, guys. The second leg is going to be very interesting to see what happens, man. And yeah, man. So I'm really looking forward to see what the second leg has in store for us. So Matt's channel says, hi, AD. Hello, Matt. Hello to you. Thank you for joining, man. So just for those of you that are joining right now, I will be streaming max an hour. I cannot go more than an hour. I have an event to go to at like around 6 p.m. my time. I'm not going to even make it there at 6 p.m. probably. So I'm probably going to go there around 6:15-ish. And so I'm going to have to end the stream probably at around 6 o'clock. I'm thinking maybe like 5:50 to 6 o'clock, man. So yeah, man. Albert Carter said, bro, we're going to talk about Man United a bit later. We're going to talk about them because I have a lot to say about that club. But we're going to go speak about them later. Roma can come back, but I don't think they will. Ooh, interesting, man. Interesting. So make sure you guys smash the like button, guys. How many likes we're on? We're on 6 likes, guys. I want to reach double digits, man. Double digits. I want to reach 10 likes, guys, on this stream. So please hit that like button, man. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're new out here, man. And yeah, oh my God, Nelson, that is a harsh. Like, come on, man. Respect Mourinho, man. Respect the special one, man. Mourinho, come on, man. Come on. Don't be disrespectful, man. Come on, man. Come on. He's still good, man. Even when he's at his decline, man, he's still good. I think Roma could come back. The special one will find a way. We're gonna have to wait and see, man. We're gonna have to wait and see. All right, moving on to the next game. Let's save Man United for last because I think that's the most interesting of the four. Bayer Leverkusen won. Union Saint-Gilloise won. What a fantastic game this was for Bayer Leverkusen, man. And I think for Union Saint-Gilloise, man, they're going to look at themselves that, yeah, we lucked out, but we got a draw. We were not great for majority of the game. Leverkusen probably dominated us. And the thing is, for Union Saint-Gilloise, they were fantastic defensively speaking. They were putting everything on the line. And you can see how this Bayer Leverkusen team that they're just free scoring, man. They just love to score goals. And that's my issue with Leverkusen is that defensively, they're so vulnerable at the back. They leave so much spaces in behind. And for Union Saint-Gilloise, man, while they should be happy with this result, they also should be concerned in the sense that we could have really came out of this tie of first leg with a huge advantage, especially in the second leg, especially playing in Belgium. Because the thing is now, they're going to have to win at home. You know, and for Leverkusen, man, we just saw how good they were attacking-wise. Obviously, Ward's man of the match, got that brilliant goal there. The Boniface, what a goal that was. Boniface goal was great. Ward's goal was even better. And for Bayer Leverkusen, man, they're just strikers, man. They just need the attack. And I think they really need Patrick Schick. I think this team really needs Patrick Schick in terms of scoring goals because you can see how unclinical they were in the final third, how they were not able to click in the final third, and that's what really let them down. So I think for Leverkusen, man, they're still in a good position to advance. But I think the concern is, how can Union Saint-Gilloise do at home? So, it's going to be very interesting. Morris, man, Leverkusen's hit the bar on some occasions. I think Union Saint-Gilloise also did as well. And yeah, man, for Radecki, man, how many saves he made? He made 3 saves, man. So it's an amazing result for Union SG, man. An absolute amazing result. So, and I got my prediction right, guys. I predicted a 1-1 draw for this game. and it's looking very interesting, man. Because at the end of the day, man, it's going to be very interesting. So yeah, really really good goal there, right foot regular play, and that was a spectacular goal from Florian Wirtz, man. And yeah, man, big saves there, man. So blocked. See if I can see any other attempts saved from Vertissen, Kandos, Boniface, and then Lapoisten, and then blocked, and then yeah, there was that big chance, man. I remember the Hinsape, man, 40th minute, and Frimpong, man, and then there was that blocked, man. So as you can see, man, 15 shots, 2 on target. Unison lost 8 shots and 4 on target. So that's the thing, man, is that Leverkusen, man, they were just wasteful on the final third. They just wasteful. And so it's chicken can like I think he out until May. So that could be a huge blow for them. And obviously it'll be interesting to see how Union St. Gilloise do in the second leg. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. Can Union SG actually get the result? Because they just have to win the game at home, man. And given how good they were in the first leg, getting a draw away, it could be interesting. But I think the thing is for Leverkusen, I think they have to score first. If they score first in the second leg, then I think that might put them in a great position. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, guys. And yeah, man. So I'm really looking forward to how the second leg unfolds, man. Second leg unfolds here. So what are you saying, guys, in the chat? Mourinho should retire 1 year after Roma or back at the UCL and then wait for the Portugal job or something or manage Brazil. Matt Channel says peak Mourinho 2004, 2015. Portugal more like. What an unbelievable result for Union St. Gilloise. Advantage USG, but I don't know who I'd pick. Yeah, I would say Union SG are definitely in the better position to advance. But at the same time, though, you can't write off against Leverkusen. You simply can't. So yeah, man. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens, man. Very interesting to see what happens, man. And obviously, one of my Belgian friends should be coming on very soon, and he'll give his thoughts upon the Belgian team. So I want to spend like the first 30 minutes of the stream kind of discussing the Europa League, and then once we get past the 30th minute mark, we'll discuss the Conference League afterwards. So right now we're like the 12th minute mark, and we just got to the second game, so I think we're doing good on time. So I'll probably be here for like another 2 minutes or 3 minutes on this game, and then I think we're gonna go on to the next game and discuss about Juventus Sporting. And then we'll probably discuss United Sevilla the most of the four. I just have that feeling. So Xander says, I think USG will. I think they'll destroy Leverkusen like Union Berlin. I don't know about destroy Xander because Union Berlin were really bad in the second leg, but I do think Union SG will advance. And that was my original prediction, guys, that I had Union SG to advance, guys. This was one of my upsets, and it very well could happen. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens in the second leg, man. So I want to say Leverkusen should advance, but lately they're a bunch of ballers. For the past few seasons, they don't have a bad squad either, which is frustrating. The thing is, this Leverkusen team is actually really stacked on paper. Like they have a good team. It's just I think when it comes to the big occasions, they just can't handle they don't have like the I just think they let the occasion get to them. I don't think they can handle the big occasions. And that's my problem with Leverkusen is that they're a very good team as like a dark horse candidate, but they just get the occasion just gets too big for them. They just can't perform under pressure. And I think that's the thing with this Leverkusen team. And I think I agree with you, Albert, is that they cannot perform when the pressure is upon them to perform. That is the thing. So I think for Leverkusen, they're still in a good position, but because had they lost this game, I think it would have been due. I think it would have been due because I don't see how they can win away in Germany. I'm sorry, win away in Belgium. They would have to basically win. I mean, they still have to basically win now, but now they're in a much better position whereas they have to win their 2-0, whereas this now they can just afford 1-0, you know? Osman did come off the bench. He came off the bench, Matt's channel, and he got that assist, man. He got the assist there, man. So what are you guys saying in the chat, man? What are you guys saying in the chat? So we're at 7 likes, man. Let's try to reach 10 likes, man. 10 likes. And also let me look at the Roma poll for Roma comeback. So most of you guys believe Roma can't come back 3-1. And so and Union SG, most of you guys think Union SG will advance. Most of you guys think they will. So interesting, man. Interesting as heck. Nice. He got an assist, man. Got the assist there. All right. Now let's talk about now let's go ahead and discuss Let's go ahead and discuss the next game. Juventus won, Sporting nil. Guys, Sporting were amazing. So Sporting were amazing. Absolutely brilliant from Sporting. If you're a Sporting fan, you should be disappointed with this performance because Sporting were so good in this game. They were fantastic in this game. And this was without Uecl, who was suspended for this game, by the way. He couldn't play this game because he got a red card against Arsenal. Was it a second yellow? I think it was a second yellow. Whatever the case is, man, Sporting was amazing. Ruben Amorim did an excellent job in this game. And Sporting, I think they played the best that they possibly could have. I genuinely think they were that good in the game because there were so many chances they could have scored. It hit the crossbar for Juventus. Juventus were very, very underperforming on the day. They didn't look that great, and they had a scrappy goal. Gatti getting the goal. It was a very scrappy goal. Juventus didn't really create a lot of goal scoring opportunities. They really didn't. They had a good spell in the second half, where they kind of dominated, but Sporting were just looking so good, man. They were just playing so well. Look at the possession, man. 58% possession away from home. This is away from home. And they're reporting these kind of numbers as if this was a home game for them. 15 shots, 2 big chances. For Juventus, 9 shots, 2 big chances. And you look at the amount of shots on target. 15 shots, 6 on target. Juventus, 9 and then 3. They even had to bring their second choice goalkeeper because I believe Szczesny was injured, right? Yeah, Szczesny was injured. Mathieu Perrin came on. And the thing is, man, for Juventus, man, is that this is what Allegri does. This is what Allegri does, man. You're getting dominated, but you find a way to get the win, and that's all that really matters in the day. Is that, unfortunately, and this kind of thing is that a knockout stage is about the result. It's always about the result. Unfortunately, this isn't a league. Now, in a league, I think Sporting would do a lot better than Juventus in the league. But in terms of knockout stage, Juventus Allegri just knows how to get the best. And criticize them all you will. Say the football is boring. Say the football is pragmatic. Say the football is disgusting to watch. It's effective, and that's all that matters. And for Sporting, man, honestly, I wouldn't write Sporting off the second leg, guys. I wouldn't write them off because they played this well in the first leg, and they're gonna have Uecl back for suspension, who is gonna be very, very critical, I think. Sporting, my issue with them is that can they get their attack to click? Because that's the problem with this team, man. Because you got Chermete, didn't really have a good game, in my opinion. Was pretty subpar on the day. Didn't get any shots. Not very good whatsoever. Trincao, he's a decent player, but he's not that great. Obviously, Marcus Edwards was also very underperforming on the day, didn't get any shots. And yeah, Pedro Gonçalves, man. Pedro Gonçalves is very important to this team because he was probably one of the best players on the day. He was amazing, man. Maritza was also pretty good too as well. Ignacio, Cortez, Adnan. And yeah, for Juventus, man, this is a disappointment. This is just like football, like just bore. I don't want to say this kind of word because I feel like a lot of people will be triggered, so I'm not going to say it, but it's a very boring way to win. They got the job done, and that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters, man, with Juventus, man. So, yeah, Juventus, man, I don't know, man. They were just not good on the day. I was really impressed with Sporting. And so, yeah, man, I mean, with Juventus, man. So, for this one, guys, my original prediction was Juventus to advance. But looking at this, I might have to change my mind. But I'm going to still stick with my mind and still say Juventus should win, but advance. But you never know, man, because away in Portugal, it could be very, very interesting, man. So, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. See what happens. Let me do a quick poll, guys. So let me do a quick poll, guys, for you guys. Juventus advance. The question was can, not will. Hence why I said yes. Okay. See what you mean. Jenner said Ruben Amorim is a great manager. Yeah, I'm fantastic, man. Absolutely brilliant manager, man. Absolutely fantastic. Vlahovic needed the goal. Yeah, Vlahovic needed the goal. He was so close to scoring, man. And he should have scored, man. He should have scored that goal, but it was cleared by the defenders, and the clearance wasn't the best. And Juve center back capitalized upon it. Gatti capitalized, and it's a goal for Juventus, man. Mike and maybe some others call like T-Rex. T-Rex. Oh, man. Saying Allegri's football is disgusting as a compliment. Yeah, it probably is, man. That's a sick reality, man. That's actually the sick reality. Albert Cardone says Vlahovic after the Juventus move down, down, down. Yeah, Vlahovic, man, he's been terrible. He's not been good, man. He's not been great after Allegri. He's not been great this season, man. I'd say last season he was okay. I think last season he was decent, but this season, man, he's been shocking, man. Absolutely shocking this season. Not been great. So, um, yeah, man. Let's see where you get. How many likes we're on, man? We're on 8 likes, man. Let's try to get to 10 likes, man. 10 likes, please, man. Please, please, please. So, now I think we have one last game to discuss, and this is the one that we're gonna have to speak a lot about, guys. And everyone is waiting for this, man. Everyone is waiting for this. Manchester United 2, Sevilla 2. Wow. And I gotta say, man, for Manchester United, man, what a disappointing performance. What a disappointing performance for Manchester United. Because you know what's crazy, guys? This was such a good half from United. Man, United were so good the first half. Like Sevilla barely created any real goal scoring chances. Sabitzer was fantastic. That second goal, that first goal was pure quality. Bruno Fernandes, Martial were fantastic the first half. The first half was amazing from United. Sabitzer in particular was great. Then the second half comes on. Varane is taken off. Now we don't know if it's an injury or this is like a just a precaution. Whatever the case may be, Harry Maguire comes on, and you can start to see that United is starting to lose their level. You know, Eric Ten Hag makes a substitute, brings on Christian Eriksen, which I agreed with. But why take Martial off, who had a good game? You know, see the thing is, you don't make changes until you're 3-0 up. You don't make changes until you're 3-0 up, in my opinion. Then Alonga comes on for Sancho. And then this is where the game got really bad. Then obviously Pellistri came on for Anthony. And then this is where things got really bad. You know, obviously when Lissandro got injured, he was taken off. And you can see how the United Sevilla started to pounce upon it. And this was a huge mistake from the Sevilla coach. I don't know what the Sevilla coach was thinking. Like, why don't you start Yusuf En-Nesyri in this game? Lamela isn't a striker. Lamela is not a striker. He's a winger. He's not a striker. I don't know what the heck that idea was. That was a really, really stupid idea from the coach. And it's a goal. It's a goal, man. Tyro Milicia, man. Own goal for United there. And it's a great cutback for Jesus Navas, man. Jesus Navas there. The substitutes. And then the second goal, man. I don't know what Maguire was doing there, man. That second goal was terrible defending from Harry Maguire because Yusuf En-Nesyri was going for the shot. And then it bounced off Harry Maguire and goes in. The shot that Yusuf En-Nesyri took wasn't going to even be on target. And it still ends up being a goal for Sevilla. And you're thinking to yourself, how does Sevilla escape out here with a 2-2 draw? Because up until that point, guys, up until the point that I think Sevilla, Malacia scored the own goal for United, Sevilla didn't even have a single shot on target. Actually, they had, they only had 3 shots on target. You know, and that's a scary thing, man, with Sevilla, man. Actually, sorry, Nianzou had a shot on target. But besides the Nianzou one, every other, besides that one, guys, every other shot was not even on target. And for United, man, things are looking really bad because Bruno's going to miss a second leg through suspension. Obviously, Lisandro Martinez could potentially be out for the second leg. The Varane may be out as well, you know. And this is a really big problem for United because also Rashford is also out, keep in mind. So for United, man, this is a really, really bad position to be in. You know, this is a really bad position to be in because I said this to United fans that if you win the first leg by a big scoreline, you can afford to lose the second leg. But now United basically have to take the second leg seriously. And they're still in a somewhat of a top 4 battle this season. So this could be a really, really interesting end to see what happens. And Sevilla, man, you can never write them off. Europa League, it doesn't matter how bad their form is. They always raise their level in the Europa League. And that's the important thing with the Sevilla team is that the Sevilla team is going to put everything on the line for Europa League. And you can see how much it meant for them, man. It meant for them. So for Sevilla, man, for United, man, I mean, I still should. They still should be advancing, but now it makes things interesting because now the second leg in Seville is going to be very interesting to see what happens, man, for Sevilla, man. So Sevilla, man, it's going to be very interesting. So let me read some of your comments, man. Let me read some of your comments because I've been elaborating, man, elaborating. Albuquerque said 80. What if Juve reaches another European final in bottles? Like, should they just stick to domestic cups? I mean, they're not going to do that. But they're not going to just stick to domestic cups. But yeah, if that happens, man, Juve are just final. They're just so bad in the finals, man. Juve are so bad in the finals, man. I mean, how do you lose 7 Champions League final, man? 7. 7 finals losses, man. What a mess up, man. Sevilla being Sevilla in Europa League. Maguire being Maguire. I want to say something about how a former player would have changed this match, but I'm not going to. Yeah, man, you're a goat, man. The goat. I think the goat would have scored, man. I think the goat would have scored. There are 2 kings of Europa League. Falcao, Sevilla. Yeah, Falcao, man. Respect Falcao, man. Albuquerque says, I kind of hope Sevilla win, to be honest. Man United should have put this tie to bed today. Exactly, man. Exactly. Like, this should have been a 2-0 United win. United should be walking out this game feeling proud, and the second leg being like a formality. Now, the second leg is not a formality. On the second leg, there's a lot to play for because Sevilla are still Sevilla. They can still do it, man. Matt Channel says, I think Ten Hag knows what he's doing for second leg. He better, man. He better, because I like Erik Ten Hag. I think he's a great coach. But I am really concerned, though, that it feels like this has been a recurring theme now, that it feels like he makes a bit too early changes when he should wait for the game to see itself out. You know what I'm saying? And I think this has been a problem with United. And I've been kind of seeing this a lot at times this season, that Erik Ten Hag makes changes a little too early. And I at least he's making substitutions, because unlike some coaches don't even want to make substitutions unless they're kind of forced to, you know. But the thing is, you never want to do it too early, you know. And I think for me, that's the thing with United, is that I think for me, they should have just brought Eriksson on and just bring along. I don't think Weghorst should have came on, and I don't think Pellistri should have come. So, you know, I just think that for me personally, man, for Sevilla, man, this is a dream result. This is a dream result. If you're a Sevilla fan, you should be very happy with the result, because Sevilla were outplayed for most of this game. And the fact they were able to manage to get a draw from a losing position is very commendable. So for United, man, what's going to happen next? Like, why is Harry Maguire still coming on, man? Like, it's just ridiculous, man. Harry Maguire, man, like, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I think we're going to, let me actually do a poll for United, because we should do a poll. So let's do a poll, man. Let's do a poll here. Which team is in danger of not advancing out of the favorites? Actually, let's do that, guys. Biggest upset today. Let's do that, actually. Let's do a poll like that. So Sevilla 2. Feyenoord 1-0 Roma. Okay, I'll just go for 1-0 there. Then obviously Union SG 1-1. Okay, so yeah, man, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens, man. So anyways, let's go ahead and go to the Conference League real quickly, guys. I have to head out in a bit, guys. So we're going to, it's 5:34 for me. So I'm going to round this up, and probably like around 10 to 15 minutes. So we got to round this up, man. Let's go to the Conference League real quickly here. So let's go ahead and do this, man. So Ghent won. West Ham won. Guys, I almost could have I would have looked like a genius, guys. I predicted Ghent to win this 1-0. And I was so freaking close, because of the fact that West Ham, man. That goal, man. Danny Ings, man. He scored just before halftime to break my heart. The Ghent equalized. Coopers with an amazing goal. And for Ghent, man, they're going to look at themselves like, yeah, how did we not win this game? And for West Ham, man, they are very, very lucky to get a draw from this game, because my goodness me, man, West Ham were simply terrible for most of this game. And I think for Ghent, man, this is a huge they should feel proud of this performance. Obviously, getting a draw against West Ham is very commendable, especially from a losing position. But at the same time, though, West Ham have the second leg at home. That's going to be a big, big, major blow for Ghent. And I think for Ghent, man, the key is they have to score the second leg early. Because if they allow West Ham to score early goal, this could be very, very difficult for Ghent, man. And you got to respect Ghent, man. This is a very commendable team. Like, this team doesn't have the world-class players like the other teams do in the Conference League, you'd probably say, but they play very well as a unit. I like that home guy. He's amazing. Orban, Coopers, man. Fofana, as Xander say in the chat. And I think for Ghent, man, they're going to feel proud of this performance. And this is a very commendable because this is against West Ham, man. And I know West Ham have been terrible this season, but this is still a team that's a very good team. This is like a team that got seventh last season in the Premier League. So this is a team that is no joke, And they made the semifinals of Europa League last season. Remember, guys, they lost to eventual winners Frankfurt. So this is a team that have been good. And I think the issue with West Ham is that their goal scoring has been problematic. And I think someone told me in the comments below that their defense has been actually good. It's just their attack's been so bad. Their attack's been so bad. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. My parents are calling me, so give me right where I'm. Guys, I gotta wrap this up very soon, guys. I have to go in a bit, so let's quickly go through these games, man. Quickly go through these games. Like I said, guys, it's not that I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to do this. It's just that I've got some stuff to do. I got school stuff to do, so I need to prioritize that, of course. So I'll still do this, of course, but we're gonna have to go through this fast. Okay, next thing I have is Anderlecht 2, AZ Alkmaar 0. Oh man, AZ Alkmaar, man. What a disappointing performance from AZ Alkmaar, man. And dude, Anderlecht, man, they were amazing, man. They continue to prove me wrong, man. They continue to prove me wrong. I doubted them against Villarreal. I doubted them against AZ Alkmaar, and they're proving me wrong massively. And they haven't been doing good in the league. Like, this is a Belgian team that have been struggling so much in the Belgian league. But yet they're managing to defy the odds. They're managing to prove people wrong. And this is the AZ team that just came off beating Lazio in the last round, man. Huge result for Anderlecht, man. Morello scoring the goal. Ash Murray scoring the goal. Brilliant header there from Morello. And then the second goal, man, was a work of beauty, man. So, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. In the second leg, man. So, for Anderlecht, man, they're in a great position, man, because AZ Alkmaar have to score 3 goals. And that's provided they keep a clean sheet, man. So, yeah, man. It's going to be very, very interesting, man. And yeah, AZ Alkmaar, man, not been great, man. So, as you can see, man, 11 shots, man, and only 2 on target, man. Only 2 on target. Very, very disappointing for AZ Alkmaar, man. Very, very disappointing from them. Yeah, not been great, man. Not been great. So, yeah, I mean, I think Anderlecht, man, and the Ash Murray, man of the match performance. CM from Ghana, man. Look out for him, man. He could be a baller in the next AFCON, man. Maybe he might be selected. So, yeah, man. Let's move on to the next game, man. Basel 2, Nice 2. Yeah, man. Nice, man. They were fantastic in this game. Absolutely fantastic in this game. I don't know how they didn't win this game because they really honestly should have won this game. But it is what it is, man. Um, and yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, man. So I just think that for Nice in particular, man, they've been amazing, man. That was a great goal from Mofi, man. That Turan Mofi, man, bicycle kick, their second goal was fantastic. And for Nice, man, they gotta stop giving away penalties, man. That's the thing, man. Zekman need to give a clear penalty, and the second goal was nice, man. So for Basel, man, they actually played pretty well in this game. This was a pretty end-to-end game football, man. Pretty end-to-end here, guys. It could have gone either way. And for Nice, man, you're really happy with this win, but at the same time, though, it's just disappointing to see how they didn't close out the game, man. So um so yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, man, with Mofi, man. And thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining, Polomo. Thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining. Please hit the like button if you haven't already, guys. And subscribe, man, if you're new around here, man. Subscribe if you're new. Let's try to reach 10 likes, man. 10 likes, man. 10 likes. Okay. Then the last game we have here. And then I'll do a quick poll and then we'll head out, guys. Head out. Lech Poznan 1, Fiorentina 4. What a result this is for Fiorentina, man. They were absolutely amazing in this game, man. Absolutely brilliant. As for Lech Poznan, man, I felt really, really bad for them. They were not good. They just didn't have the quality, man. Fiorentina were just so clinical on the day. Cabral scoring the goal. Nico Gonzalez scoring the goal. Bonavata, the Nicone, man. This was an end-to-end here, man. And Lech Poznan, man. It's not like they played bad, per se. It's just that they just didn't have the quality to compete, and they were just dominated, man. When you're playing up against a team like Fiorentina, man, it's always going to be difficult. It's always going to be difficult to get the result. Nico Gonzalez there, what a header that was. Then obviously Carbal scoring the goal there. Bonavetta there, the third goal. Icone actually almost scored there, and it was a shot deflected, I think, rebound. Then obviously the fourth goal was from Icone. So, yeah, brilliant, man. Brilliant football, man. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens, man. So yeah, man. It's gonna be very, very interesting to see what happens, man. Okay. So anyways, I think that's all from me today. Like I said, guys, I know this was a really short stream. I know that this isn't ideal, and trust me, I don't really want to end this early, but we have to end at some point, you know. And so we're gonna do a quick poll, guys. So I'm gonna give maybe around like 5 to 10 minutes to do like 5 to 10 minutes ish. Then we'll probably head out, guys, because like I said, guys, I have to go in a bit. Um so let me do this poll, man. So let me see what I'm going to ask for the Conference League. Let's see how many upsets will take place. Actually, let's do this. How many upsets will occur in UCL? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, I'll give you guys around like maybe like 5 minutes ish, and then I'll probably head out, guys. Probably head out. So let me read some comments, man. Debate show idea. Who's the best goalkeeper in the world, including Magnan versus Courtois debate? That could be a very good debate. We could have, yeah, that would be a good idea, man. Let's do that during the month of June, right after the Champions League. I think that'll be a good idea, man. So Polomo says, not even Ten Hag's fault, to be fair. I mean, I kind of still think the substitutions he made were a bit too early. So I think he has some blame, but to be fair, I don't think it's all on him. Obviously, it's not, but I do think he has a little bit of blame. And yeah, Maguire, man, yeah, Maguire should be getting the most of the blame. Man. Maguire was just, I mean, I don't want to say that word here, but yeah, Maguire was just terrible, man. Maguire was just terrible. Vienza Italiana ball, man. Yeah, man. Fiorentina, man, coach, man, amazing, man. Can't believe that's a Pozan because they have a great home record. That's the thing, man. Like Fiorentina, Lech Pozan are very good at home, guys. They're very good. They don't usually lose a lot of home games, man. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens, man. But yeah, I think for me, man, it's just gonna be difficult, man. So yeah, I blame Ten Hag. One on goal, okay, fine. Two on goals, nah, you correct that in training, man. Oh man, Ten Hag, Matt Jones, appreciate let me know for my very early prediction of winning the tournament. Matt, you forgot Andrew Edman. Jander says, bye, great show. I'm not going to end just yet, but we're going to end very soon, Jander. Well, he can be in the discussion too. 80, I'm here. Less so, Magnon versus Courtois. And more so, who's the best? Yeah. It's not totally on Tenab, but just the players that got complete the second half. We should have still gone to get through, although Sevilla have been good in this competition. Real talk. I think both of them are very close to each other. Magnon probably has just a bit better form, but I think Courtois, I trust Courtois more overall. Yeah, I'll work it on. So we're gonna, like I said, man, I want to have someone that argues for one, and then the other person argue for the other goalkeeper, and we have like this like debate thing. Like I come up with different topics, and what we'll do is like we'll basically have the two argue, and then the live chat will basically decide who gets the point. You know, I want to do that kind of way on my channel where basically I'm like the referee basically, and you guys are like the opponents, and the live chat is basically like they basically decide how the game goes. Like they basically determine the points. I'm like just like the mediator, just to ensure the game doesn't just ensure the debate doesn't go out of hand. I'm thinking that we should do something like that on the channel, guys. I think it'd be very fun. Very, very fun and interesting. Yeah, that'll definitely be happening in the summer, though, if we're going to do that kind of stuff. Because, like I said, man, I'm really busy during the school year, so. And I think it'll be more applicable during the summer. So, one last thing before we head off, guys. I want you to tell me, I want you to tell me, guys, in the chat, who do you have winning the Europa League and who do you have winning the Conference League? I'm going to give you guys probably around like 5 minutes-ish, and then I really have to go. So we're going to be ending here at probably the 50th minute mark, guys. 50th minute mark. So please, in the chat, let me know what you have for your winners for the competitions, guys. Okay? So go ahead and do that in the chat, and I'm going to head and end that poll, guys. So most of you guys believe only one episode will take place in the Europa Conference League. So, yeah, and also do for the Conference League as well. Like, have your winners come both together, man. So I want to see what you guys say in the chat. So West Ham and Juventus, okay, very good shouts, very good shouts. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Okay. Who else wants to say on this? Okay, so yeah, like I said, guys, I'm gonna give you guys around 5 minutes, man. Please make it quick because I really have to get going. So I want to hear like around two more people. I'll wait for like two more of you guys to give your answers, then I'll head out. So Feyenoord, okay, or maybe Man United and Fiorentina. Okay, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my winner prediction. So I did the brackets before the quarterfinals took place of the Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League. So this is my bracket. I had this in my final. In fact, let me see if I can share an image, guys. Share an image here. Actually, I don't think we're going to have enough time. Okay, I'll just tell you guys anyway. I'll show you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow I'll show you guys. So my Champions League final bracket, I had Real Madrid versus Manchester City. And then I had Napoli versus Inter Milan. And then I had my final being Real Madrid versus Napoli. And then in the Europa League, I had Man United, Sevilla. I had Man United to advance. Roma versus Feyenoord. I had Roma to advance. Bayer Leverkusen versus Union St. Gallas. I actually had Union SG to advance, and then Juventus Sporting. I actually had Juventus. So it would be Man United, Juventus, and then the other bracket side we would have a Roma versus Union St. Gallas. And then I actually had Roma to win that. And then I had for Man United, Juventus. I actually went with Juventus to win that. And so then Juventus Roma is my final. And then I actually went with Roma to win the Europa League. So that was my prediction there. And then the Conference League, I had Fiorentina to beat AZ Alkmaar. Lech Poznan. What am I saying? And then AZ Alkmaar versus Anderlecht. I actually had AZ to advance. And then West Ham versus Ghent. I actually had Ghent to advance. And then what was the other one? Basel versus Nice. I went with Nice to advance. So that would set up a Ghent versus AZ Alkmaar, and which I actually had AZ Alkmaar to make the final. And then Fiorentina versus Nice. I actually had Fiorentina to go there, win that. And then Fiorentina versus AZ Alkmaar. I had Fiorentina to win it. So those are my picks there. Anyways, I like to say, guys, I'd love to stay on longer. But like I said, guys, I have to bounce. I have to head off now, guys. I have to get ready, take a shower, get ready for the event, man. Get ready for the event there. So, man, I'll see you guys later, man. So peace out, man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're new out here. Let's try to get 10 likes before you head off, guys. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.